Hey guys, welcome to Prince of Peace Tarot. I'm Justin, and today I'll be doing a reading for those of you with Sagittarius placements in your chart. So if you have Sagittarius anywhere within your chart, this reading could resonate with you. And if it does, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be updated anytime that I put out a reading. Okay guys, so before I jump into your spread, let's say a prayer. Infinite Creator, Olodumare, to my higher self, my Ori, Eshu, Obatala, to the Egun Marine Laye, Holy Spirit, Spirit Guides, to my benevolent ancestors, known and unknown, Florine Williams, Norman Williams, Exius Willie, thank you for allowing me to source the most accurate reading for those with Sagittarius placements in their chart. All right, guys, let's get into this reading. You guys got a lot going on. You got a lot of major arcana. You got the Hierophant. You got the Emperor. That's in your first row. Then you got the Moon in your second row. You got the Devil in your third row. The Devil is your last card out. You actually have the Devil twice. Okay? Got the Devil twice. Once in the upright, once in the reverse. So the Devil is playing a positive and a negative role for you guys. On the positive end, so your first and last card are telling me you want to break free. Like, you are ready to get wild, more in touch with nature, or something of that nature. Okay, so this is breaking free from tradition. Breaking free from tradition. Or another thing that this could be for some of you all is something ancestral coming up, because this chain, okay, could indicate lineage. And this is tradition. Whether that is positive or negative for you, because it could be either way. There is this wild freedom, glamour, beauty, originality, could, like I said, could very well be in your DNA. Or it could be something, or on the opposite end of the spectrum, you could be wanting to break free from certain family traditional kind of things because you are original. You're your own. There's something about you where you feel like, I am my own. And I need to express that at this point. Something like that. Especially when it comes to nature. Because this is going to play out different for all of you. You got the Seven of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles in the first row. Okay, so there's a need to I don't know, I'm feeling pheromones. And we'll get into the sex and all that kind of stuff later on as we get further in, because this Capricorn energy coming out twice is really giving a strong materialistic sort of feeling. Positive or negative, it all depends on how it's playing out in your life, right? Really all depends on what's going on with you. And picking up some witchcraft stuff, but we'll get to that too. Taurus energy is here, and Mercury energy is here, all right? So the most important card in your second row, okay? The most important card in your first row is the Hierophant. The most important card in your second row is the Six of Swords, all right? And that is Mercury and Aquarius, which brings out that originality, which brings out that, you know, the charisma, you know, trying to get along with the group, because some of you all really are coming up against things that are difficult at work. But what was I saying? It is this originality, it's movement, it's fast movement, okay? Some of you, I feel like, are wondering, why am I not famous yet? Like, everybody should know my name by now. What is taking so long? Because this Capricorn energy of the Devil has a lot to do with status, like my status. Who am I, you know? Or I know who I am. Like I said, why am I not famous yet? Or something like that. And your first row is telling you it takes time, and do not veer off the path. Here, I'll show you. It takes time. Don't veer off the path. See, when you have the Hierophant as your first card in the row and the Emperor as your last card, that's very rigid. Now, I know that this rigid energy could be of something else that you guys want to break free from, but this rigid energy on a positive end is saying stick to the path. All right? Stick to the path. It may seem like it's taking a little time, but don't veer off. It's exactly what you want, who you want to be. You want to be the Emperor? You can be the Emperor. As long as you stay dedicated, Page of Pentacles, very dedicated to the path. And it will take time to cultivate that. The funny thing is, it's like, it's like fuck tradition, fuck the 9 to 5. But hey, remember that it's kind of good to get up early. You know, if you want to take something from the 9 to 5, take away, getting up early kind of thing. It is being your own person, but remembering something like a hardship. Okay, so here, look, I'm saying hardship. So here, you guys got 6 of Swords. It was Mercury and Aquarius. Yesterday, I was going to do a reading for you all, and you had the 5 of Pentacles twice, which is Mercury and Taurus. And what this is saying is Mercury, the god Mercury, flies free, okay? Very fast. So there's something here about short trips and travel that some of you guys, you should go on these trips because it could be life-changing for you. I mean, even if it's like a 2-hour or 1-hour trip, go, right? But Mercury flies, he goes wherever he wants. Different realms, different places. He's an escort. And this is another thing we got to get into because some of y'all like probably ready to start an OnlyFans if y'all don't get the money y'all looking for. But he's an escort, he's a guide, and he moves freely. But when Mercury enters Taurus, which is the very first energy out because Hierophant represents Taurus energy, Mercury gets entombed into like a body, right? All of a sudden I'm in a body. And I'm trapped. It's almost like the soul being trapped inside of a body. And now I'm dealing with the material world, which is here with the devil. I'm dealing with the devil. I have to deal with everything that has to do with this world. Okay, guys, sorry, the video cut off. So I think I was saying that some of you feel like with this Mercury energy, I feel like I can go faster than this. I can do something quicker. Let me fix this camera. Give me a second. But with the 7 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles energy, there's something asking you to slow down a little bit, or it's like you just have to slow down. Like the path is not fast. It's not meant to be ran. Maybe you can go at a jog or even a walk for some. Consistency is more important than anything. I don't know what you do, but being consistent about what you do will get you where you want to go. Okay? Being consistent. The other thing that when I was going to do that other reading, the 5 of Pentacles, right? So the 5 of Pentacles, since you had that twice in the reading that I didn't get to post, but I'm still picking up that Mercury energy, is why I'm talking about it, is because that when you come up against these material things of survival, definitely, especially when you're dealing with co-workers and bosses that you're not getting along with, whether or not you get fired or have to leave, it has to do with your survival and stuff like that. So I know some of you guys are really feeling this. Not all of you, but some of you. But what was I going to say? Turn to your spirituality. Because in the 5 of Pentacles, you got 2 people outside of a church. All right. And it doesn't necessarily, even here, that's so funny because the Hierophant is a church, is the church, is, the priest. Some of you all need your spirituality at this time when things feel very hard or like you're up against a wall or like everyone is against you. If you feel like that, it's time to turn to your spirituality. That's the only way Mercury is able to withstand being entombed in the material world when he can't, dash and fly off where he needs to go. It's like now that, things have slowed down, that he's come into this realm of flesh, the only way to keep that movement going for himself is to engage spirituality. And I was talking about this with someone today in a reading, and that's whatever that is for you, meditating, reading, studying, some form of spirituality, taking a walk out into nature, being more closer to nature. For me, it's giving offerings at my altar, communing with my ancestors. And I've already told you guys, there's something about lineage and ancestors here in the spread. Even in the one that I ended up scrapping, I didn't end up doing. There was, your ancestors were in the 4 of Wands, and now they're here within the devil. So, because some of you all are experiencing something that your ancestors have, or a gift, some of you all are going to complete things your ancestors didn't get to complete as well. Definitely. But give me a second, guys. Don't, what am I trying to say here? I know it's hard, and I know you're special, and it's hard being special when you got a lot of people against you, or you feel like you are going up against a time clock, but it almost doesn't exist, really. It doesn't exist. The time clock doesn't exist, and your opponents aren't real. You're just going through this human experience, and it's pushing you to engage your spirituality for help, because you could feel like no one else around me can help me. And that's when you need to actually turn to your ancestors, turn to God, and things will work out the way you want them to. Because even in your dissatisfaction, there is an angel, there's a guide watching over you. It sits in between harmony, which is in the reverse, and your money. 10 of Pentacles or 10 of Earth. And the only way to achieve that is to have harmony and balance within the self. Okay? I'm really feeling that. I mean, man, this earth energy is strong, especially over here in your Orisha spread, because you got the earth element. And then you got, I told you got the devil at the top of the deck. And then the 4 of Pentacles, 4 of Earth, the goat, which is the devil, in reverse. And that's the other thing. So this is one of the big things about that. Give me a sec. It says, for the 4 of Pentacles, the very last sentence that I have highlighted says, you have not learned the lessons of Saturn, a severe but fair judge, everything at the right time and in the right proportion. Which is why 7 of Pentacles is here. Everything at the right time and in the right proportion. Don't let Saturn, the devil, Capricorn, make you go through a severe lesson because you're trying to sprint through something, fly through something, talk your way out of something. Because Mercury is about speech and everything like that. Okay? Even here, Virgo, Hermit, Virgo is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is here, it's strong. This energy. Health could be a thing for you all too, with your legs, ankles, feet, if anything's going on with your knees, shins, ankles, your legs or your calves. That could be an issue happening for some of you all. Now let's get into some other stuff. Because there's some stuff, I told you about family. Some of you all feel like I can't get away from my family and I want to get away. Like I'm tired of being tied to them. That's the devil and two. Devil and 2 of Wands could be a bad business partner, but it could also be like, I can't get away from my toxic family, my dysfunctional family, or maybe my partner's dysfunctional family. Don't be afraid. The devil too could also, in reverse, could be asking you to release fear because you're too cards in the upright. The reason why I say that is because here, I'll show you a whole third row. You got the Knight of Wands, the 2 of Wands, Queen of Wands, Devil. All wands behind this devil. Action, passion. This is an actor. The Queen of Wands could be an actress. Someone who has a lot of sex appeal, okay? But I don't know why I gotta say this. I don't know who wants to do. You know what? I mean, I don't want to judge anybody. Here, let me get this thought out. Let me get my thought out, and then I'll go into this OnlyFans thing or something that I'm feeling. Here, don't be afraid to act. Don't be afraid to go out on your own, do something for yourself, be the face of something. Don't let anybody control your image, though. There's something about maybe image here that especially with the devil. Don't let anybody control your image. You control your image. You control your narrative. You control something, all right? You have control over something. Even though life may seem tough, if you're trying to do something on your own or for yourself, you're the boss of that. Now, with this thing about escorting, because Mercury is an escort, we got the devil twice. We got these wands here. We do have the sex appeal very strong here. I'll say I don't want to judge nobody. I don't want to judge nobody for, doing porn or being an escort or anything like that, because you never know where life will take you. I even told a story one time about how I almost did it. It just wasn't my path. It wasn't where I was supposed to go. Guys, I'm being dead honest with you. If I ever became a porn star or an escort, no matter what people said to me, I wouldn't care what people thought. What I care about is outcomes and what I'm supposed to do, where I'm supposed to be. You know, a lot of people judge you about what you're doing, not knowing that this is what I'm supposed to do, right? Now, we all know the pitfalls of, you know, we'll call it the seedier side of life, for lack of better words, because things could sometimes get ugly if you're not tough. If you're not tough, you can get taken advantage of and different things like that. So, you know, if there is someone out there planning on doing work like that, if you know you're not built for it, don't do it. If you know I'm not built for this, don't do it. You know, and like I say, no matter what we do in this life, whether we say we're gonna work 9 to 5, work for ourselves, start an OnlyFans or not, we all have to deal with the consequences of our choices. And that's all I'm gonna say. You know, as long as you know why you're doing something, you do what you gotta do. But at the same time, remember what could come about from what you do, right? And sometimes we don't think about that when we are locked into survival mode, right? So you don't want to make big decisions based off because I'm hungry or I need more money or I can't stand to look at one more person on Instagram look better than me, or people are traveling and taking trips and I'm not. You don't make decisions based off that. You know, the reason why I'm trying not to be so judgmental, y'all, is because life is weird. It's weird. You know, it could be the escort that saves a trafficked child's life, an adult escort, or who testifies against somebody in a trial that was pretending like they were so upstanding, because we have this energy here of the Hierophant being in the reverse. Somebody who's so upstanding, but it's really not. Right? So if somebody wasn't honest about the lifestyle that they lead, we wouldn't know the truths of certain things, right? But every lifestyle choice is not for everybody. Stay in your lane. That's all I want to say. Whatever your lane is, stay in it. Whatever lane you're built for, that's your lane. Because that's even how I feel in the first row. So don't go veering off into things that you ain't ready for if you ain't ready for it. That's all I'm going to say with that, okay? Other than that, there's a little witchery here. So I know I've seen in the comments some people talked about, because I've even mentioned about this witchcraft stuff going on. There is here with the devil and the moon, and there could be a group. So if it was one person you thought was doing something, there may be more than one. With 3 of Pentacles, it could be 3. All right, it could be 3 people doing stuff. But that's if that's what's happening to you all. It may not. Other than that, the Emperor in this row right here, Emperor, Devil, 3 of Pentacles, is telling you to stand your ground. Where is it telling you to stand your ground? At work. That's the other meaning. If we're not talking about a little evil coven. This Hermit in the reverse is telling me this is about your originality. Okay, this is about you. If you've been a loner or somebody, you got your own thoughts. You have your own way of being. It's time to share that with other people, which is why your Knight of Wands and Queen of Wands is out here. You know, sharing your different self, whatever that is, let people see it. But remember, you have to control the vision. You have to control the narrative. All right. I think I'm gonna stop there. I think that's all I got. I don't want to look too much deeper into this. I mean, definitely. The only other thing I'm seeing is the 2 of Cups out here. But with all of these cards and all this stuff going on, I don't know how that could even be about love, because your 6 of Cups and 2 of Cups tells me there's something karmic. There's something karmic. Could feel fated, but I'm not too sure about that. I've been picking up a lot of karmic energies for you guys. And even when the reading I was telling you about that I scrapped, I had the Hermit and the High Priestess as a karmic twin pair couple, but one of them or both of them were in the reverse. So just be careful of that. Just remember what I was saying earlier. Your spirituality, no matter what's going on in your life, guys, you could always pray. Don't judge yourself so bad to where you feel like you're disconnected from God. You're never disconnected from God. You're never disconnected from your ancestors. You can pray, you know? And And there's somebody on standby for you all the time. So don't be afraid to tell God what's going on, and don't be afraid to be led by your spirit team, God, your ancestors, because you will have what you're supposed to have. You are wild and free. Okay, you are an original, but certain things take time. Don't rush. And remember, you control the narrative. All right. So that's what I have for you. If the reading resonates, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be updated anytime that I put out a reading. If you want to book a personal reading with me, the link to book is in the description box below. Thank you. Oh, crap. Give me 1 second. I gotta thank somebody. Man, I hate when I do this, y'all. Because I had said and known who I wanted to thank earlier today, but it took me forever to get this reading out. Sorry about that. I want to thank Amanda. Yes, I want to thank Amanda. Amanda, thank you for your donation. Truly, truly appreciate it. Sorry that I didn't have your name ready like I was supposed to, and that I had to do this whole lookup thing right now, but I really appreciate you donating to the channel. And anybody and everybody who's ever donated, thank you. Thank you to everybody who, moved their readings today to Friday and, allowed me time to heal. I had the best personal readings today, like the best personal readings. Not that anybody else's I've ever read wasn't the best, but it was just a really good day today. All right, guys, I will catch you later.